start things off, guys, Coach talked a lot about how we've got a lot of returners this year, a lot of veteran leadership on this year's team. Can you tell me about the chemistry between this group when you have so many returners going in?
I mean, yeah, like we are one big family, and we only lost 2 players last year. So it's kind of like, feels like the same team, same people. We didn't have very much people to welcome into our family. So we just rekindled when we got back from the summer, and it was like we never left, honestly.
Yeah, I think we were able to build well on the things we worked on last year to this year because we didn't lose that many people. And kind of the chemistry just continues to build because, like she said, we only had 2 players leave. So we kind of had just 2 holes to fill there. And I think we did a really great job as a team, getting to know each other and bonding with each other, like Coach said, hanging out outside of the field, and building that team chemistry and trust that we need both on and off the field to be successful.
Has there been a moment in the off season, whether it be in the spring or the fall, that you guys have noticed a difference in the chemistry and what kind of impact that has made on the field?
I guess just we have definitely noticed that we hang out so much outside of practice. We see each other, especially in the season, we are with each other every single day, and we continue to hang out with each other outside of practice, outside of lift, outside of team meetings. We're constantly with each other, and that definitely, I feel says a lot about our team chemistry.
I think also what I noticed was how I think we realized that we are losing 11 people this year, and I think that kind of brought us even closer together because we realized that the team's going to look really different next year. So we kind of got close through that, and just realizing that it's one final year together just made everything so good.
Well, kind of staying on the topic of the team chemistry being really close together, was there anything in this off season or maybe over the summer or maybe over the winter break that you guys did as a team that really stood out to you? That was a really fun team activity, or a team dinner or something like that?
Well, I would say one of our favorite things is we meet weekly as a team. Sometimes just to go over what we're wearing for the week, the little things, but that's also where we discuss our goals and our team philosophy. And I think as a team, something really special we have is when we sit and we discuss our philosophy or we discuss our goals, we all are thinking the same thing. And so for me, that was a really special moment, being able to sit with 23 other girls in the same room and know that we're all on the same page and we all want to be successful.
Yeah, we had a Google Meet over winter break just to talk and catch up. We talked about our break so far, and to me that just really shows how much we missed each other over the break, and that was really cool for me and fun.
I think mine was surprising Coach for her birthday at La Coretta because we were all hiding under a table together, and it was so much fun.
Georgia, you mentioned the team philosophy. What is the Lynchburg softball team philosophy?
Well, our team philosophy is 2 pages?
Very long.
It's 2 or 3 pages, but it basically encompasses everything we have in our goals, that we're not just striving to be better softball players, we're striving to be better people. So pieces like accountability, trust, things like that we're developing, the importance of it on and off the field is something we're all trying to grow and trying to get it across that it's not just important here, it'll be important everywhere else you go, which is another thing that Coach is really good about, putting the foundation there as you come into the program.
You talked about kind of the team philosophy. Are there any personal goals that you have set for yourself that you want to achieve this year as sort of, voices of the team and leaders on the team?
I mean, definitely before we set our goals, Coach is really cool with us setting our goals for the season. And as a team, we really want to win ODAX this year. And I guess that shows that it's all a personal goal for us, that we collectively came together to make that a team goal.
Yeah, I think another goal that we've had is mental toughness and stability throughout the season, because we have a very long season. We have a lot of games, a lot of series, and I think we just want to keep a consistency in everything we're doing, whether it's within the timeline of our season or with who our next opponent is. Keeping that consistency, all staying on the same page, like I said, is something unique we had. But I think that would be like one of my biggest goals that I want the team to like continue, and I think everyone would agree.
In what ways have you guys seen the team develop from the first day of the fall this year to where you guys are right now?
I mean, we've really stressed chemistry. Like, that's kind of our biggest mantra. We've definitely got closer, and then we've also, in us getting closer, have learned how to communicate with each other on the field in a softball aspect. We know, especially if like somebody's having a bad day, we know how to pick them up. We know if we should go talk to them at that moment or after practice. We definitely get closer on the field, and I feel like that's a big improvement we've had.
I agree with Alyssa. I think communication can either make or break you in a game, and we've really harped on communicating like early and often, no matter what, and that's definitely helped us a lot through the off season.
What are some ways do you think you'll be able to kind of keep that consistency throughout the year, on the field and off the field? Is it, doing more team activities together? I mean, you guys say you're already so close and probably do everything together. Is that, kind of your focal point? Or what are kind of ways of getting to that point?
I think accountability is a big one, and it comes to the small things like showing up for lifts, showing up 15 minutes early, wearing the right thing to practice, communicating what we're wearing to practice. Little things like that. If we keep it consistent with the small things, the bigger things like talking on the field and stuff will sort of take care of themselves. And another thing that like Alyssa pointed out is how we can so easily communicate with each other. As a tight-knit team, I can look at each of my teammates and kind of know how to approach them, that they're gonna have like the best response. So even when it comes to little things and like holding teammates accountable to those things, I think that's another unique aspect of our team, that we know how to approach people, and it definitely diminishes a lot of conflict we could have that could kind of break that tight-knitness.
Yeah, and like during practice, we'll have like little mental challenges or things because, like Georgia said, one of our biggest things is mental toughness that we want to improve on because our game is so mental. So our coaching staff does a really good job with doing little exercises for us to calm ourselves down, like if we were like before an at-bat or after an at-bat as well, if it didn't go our way.
For all three of you, from a gameplay perspective, how would you describe the identity of this year's team?
For me, I'd say aggressive and hungry, because last year we were so close to what we wanted, and especially this year, we know what we want, and we're just here to go after it.
I would say driven and united. Kind of touching on what Sarah said, and what Coach said too. We're all very hardworking, and we're very driven, for success. And we came really close to that last year, so we're just looking for that extra step, any extra little thing we can do to get even closer to our goal is where the driven comes into play. And then together, we just want to do it together. I don't think anyone on the team would say they personally want to win ODACs for themselves and they want the glory. We want it as a team because we know how hard we work.
I would also say driven, and I would say we really focus on having fun because, again, our game is really mental, so we have to remember why we're playing. And personally for me, I love game days. Game days are so much fun. Our team really makes it a great atmosphere to play in, and yeah, we really like to have fun.
Kind of talking about the schedule, Coach mentioned how you play some really difficult teams, and obviously the ODAC is a really competitive conference. Are there any specific games you're looking forward to, you have circled on the calendar, or how excited are you for the difficult schedule?
I always enjoy playing Virginia Wesleyan because it's just we're both going at it because we know we're very good teams and we both want to win, and I think it just makes it so much better.
I want to play Salisbury again because last year we had a doubleheader with them, and then we won the first one, and then the second game had to be cut short because of lights, and it got too dark. So I'm excited to play them again and have a little rematch of last year.
Yeah, I would agree with Sarah. Virginia Wesleyan, the just energy when we're playing them is so like electric, and it really just gets your adrenaline going. So, and it's a really like satisfying win to me. So.
For someone that hasn't been to a home game yet, how would you describe the feeling at Boone Field on game day?
I'd say loud.
I was gonna say
Loud.
loud too.
Like we have music. We're all like, we dance. It's crazy. We were just having fun. It's a very fun atmosphere to be in.
I would also say like joyful. Like I feel like our fans always have a smile on their face. Like we have fun, and we like to show that we're having fun. We're dancing. We're doing fun things in between innings. I just always think it's a very happy and joyful environment to be in.
I would agree.
Talking about your coaches, Coach B is back this year. How excited are you to have her back? And what's kind of your relationships with the coaches on the team?
I'm very excited. I never got to play with Coach B, but when I was getting recruited, I met her, and just being around her is amazing, and like just getting to know her as a person has been good too.
Yeah, she loves to connect with us and players, and she's done such a great job of like learning each of us personally. And I've never felt like awkward or anything to go up and talk to her. Like she's so approachable, and I think that's something that's like really great to have like in a coach. So I've loved having her around.
I definitely agree, and like I feel like that with our entire coaching staff. They really care about all of us, and they'll ask us how our days are, like how's school going. Like it really feels like a family with our coaching staff, and it's amazing feeling.
Yeah, coach makes sure you eat lunch. She'll make you lunch if you don't eat lunch before you go to practice. So.
What does she make for you?
Probably a peanut butter and jelly, or like maybe a
She
turkey
made me a
sandwich.
chicken burger once. It was
sometimes
interesting, but it was
Sometimes she pulls something out of the fridge.
If she has leftovers, sometimes
Yeah.
she'll give you her leftovers.